Well, howdy folks. I was just watching a video on YouTube of a bunch of Democrats trying to break into the Department of Education. It was funny. One guy stopped him cold. I feel sorry for that guy, but he held himself under control really well. I was very impressed. And it's kind of the story between liberals and conservatives. Conservatives tend to have a whole lot more self-discipline than liberals do. Now, I do not understand why they decided to do that. I think it's got something to do with this whole USAID thing going on right now, because they're afraid they're going to get exposed. That's what I think. And the Department of Education is one of the biggest brainwashing tools that they've got in their whole arsenal. But what gets me, instead of making such a big whoop-de-doo about this, all they had to do was just make an appointment, talk to folks. They probably could subpoena the leadership in the Department of Education. I don't know what they can do. But I know what they did. Did they really think that people are going to be fooled by that? I just don't get it. I don't get what they hope to accomplish with that, because if you look at I remember the whole George Floyd thing, and they had their, what are they called, burqas, them scarves they had all around their necks, and they were down on their hands and knees and bowing down and declaring absolute agreement with BLM. And I remember trying to get up onto their feet. Boy, they were looking their age. I'm surprised they didn't fall down. I'm surprised somebody wasn't actually trying to help them up, because they weren't doing too well. But they made their point. And then BLM went out and made their point. And you had all the riots with Antifa and Black Lives Matter, $2 billion worth. And these Democrats are just hanging in there with them. They kind of did the same thing when they made their grand processional from the House to the Senate, carrying their articles of impeachment. What a sideshow. What a circus. They're all impressed with themselves, but again, what a nothing burger. Do these people not understand they are their own worst enemy? I got a cat hollering. Stinking cat. I'm going to ignore him. He's old. And he's going deaf. Man, he gets loud. Oh well. Where was I at? Oh yeah. George Floyd and BLM. These women crawling around on their hands and knees with a collar on, having some black guy lead them here and there and everywhere, and I'm going, I do not want to know what goes on behind closed doors with that one. Nope. It never ends. These people, they don't give up. They don't quit trying. They keep losing all their help, the best supporters they have, except for the ones that are still screaming and yelling about whatever it is they scream and yell about, how bad Orange Man is. And as a conservative, I don't have to do anything to these people. It's like the old adage, don't stop an enemy from destroying themselves. And they are doing a first-class job. But that's not what I was going to talk about, because there's some stuff that's getting exposed out there right now. And that USAID thing, wow. You make me giggle. You do. Oh, Elon Musk. Yeah, I can imagine how much fun that guy must be having right now. How can he keep a straight face? That's what I want to know. Anyway, so now you got the Democrats, and they're laying siege to the Department of Education. I don't know if it can get more ridiculous, but I think I'll just sit here and kind of keep an eye on things and find out. But the thing I wanted to talk about today, and one thing I would love to see exposed, I was a big QAnon fan early on when it first got started, back in the day when they were saying that they were a deep portion of what branch? NSA. Yeah, that was it. NSA. They were part of the NSA, and they were deep undercover, and they were helping the president and doing this and that and the other thing. And I got into it. I thought that, well, even at Christmas, at least somebody's helping that guy out, because he's getting beat up every day he goes into office. And then 2018 election came along, and they were saying, we're going to have this, we're going to expose everything, all the voter fraud, we're going to get it all. And man, did that fall flat like a pancake. Another big nothing burger. And that's when I finally got curious enough to see what this 4chan or 8chan thing they were supposedly doing their thing from, and I got there and checked it out, and I'm going, I can't even post on this thing, and everything I'm seeing is just, if they're a deep undercover, I knew they were well hidden, because there was nothing to see. And so I kept going with it for a little while, but didn't take long, and they just disappeared prior to the 2020 election. And so there it is. But I would certainly like to see and know who was involved in that psyop, because I can't imagine it being anything else. They must still be laughing about it, sitting around in some bar someplace just giggling away. But maybe not so much, because the shoe's on the other foot now, and that's just one more thing to bring to light in case anybody wants to look at it. That's about it for the day. I'm just enjoying the show. This is better than any TV program I ever watched, and it's real life. I should start naming these people. I know Trump does that. He likes to all give them all names. Yeah. But I'm not as good at it as him, so maybe I'll think about it and come up with a few. Anyhow, that's just my little video for the day. Nothing major, nothing big. Just hanging back, and I'm all amazed. Anyhow, you guys have yourself a great day. And God bless you. Oop, turn it off.